People rolled on the price of these houses. Take a look inside. In today's video, you will be surprised by some completely stunning houses. The work that architects have put into creating these super different properties was worth it, as there is nothing like them out there. The shape and location of the houses are innovative. So stay tuned to the end to learn more about the most amazing houses in the world. You have to be very creative to create these houses. Before we start, we have some news for you. There's a giveaway happening on the channel for an iPhone as soon as we reach 400,000 subscribers. To participate, you need to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell and comment using the hashtag #Top10EVT. Like and share this news with your friends. Remember to comment with the hashtag #Top10EVT. Join now, because it's totally free and you have the chance to win an iPhone in any color you want. Let's go! Number 1. Invisible House. The project was designed by the Austrian architecture firm Delugan Meissl Associated Architects. The work of art has a precast wooden structure and is covered with mirrors. This mirrored material reflects the landscape around the house where it was installed. As it is a precast house, the customer has the option of modifying the facade and interior area, being able to give their personal touch to their future home. One of the buyers of this work of art chose an area with a lot of greenery in the middle of nowhere. The house was 3 meters off the ground with a suspended staircase for access to the property. Inside, a living room with 3 rooms and 2 bedrooms were chosen. The decoration was chosen by the owner's wife, who used a lot of wallpaper to make the environments very harmonious. To acquire this work of art, it is necessary to shell out $2.5 million.
Tudo isso?
Number 2. House built in the middle of a river. Most young people have an imminent desire to live alone and leave behind the reality of living with their parents. This desire served as motivation for a group of young people in 1968 to build a house in the middle of the river, away from all the disturbance of the real world. The construction was in a Drina river located near the city of Bajina Basta in Serbia. The project balances on a rock and has its mostly wooden structural part. The residents enjoy a cozy balcony with a beautiful view of the location. To get to this innovative architecture, it is necessary to take a brief boat ride or, for the bravest, swim to it. Are you interested? Want to put this on your list of dreams? Know that you will have to shell out a high amount of money. The owners did not reveal the value of the residence, but today they rent it out to tourists for up to $2,000 a day. Number 3. House on the roof. A house on the roof, something unusual, and that sounds a bit strange.
Como assim? Não entendi.
But that's right, a Chinese man, a crazy owner of a building located in the Chinese capital, decided to build his house on the roof. Would you live there? I never would. The resident took years to build a beautiful mansion with several rooms and a perfect leisure area that had as its attractive feature its landscaping, and besides having a hot water pool and a party hall. Have you ever imagined getting married at high altitude? I would totally do that. However, the Chinese did not bother to obtain a license from the regulatory agency. After it was built, the residents of the floors below began to report bulges in the structure of the building. Leaks, cracks, and other evidence that the roof construction was harming the entire building. Thus, the Chinese court ordered the demolition of the work. Number 4. Underground house. The owner of this construction is the architect who designed it himself, Fernando Higueras, a Spaniard, decided to build a shelter in Madrid. The house was 7 meters deep in a garden, with a house built on the surface next to it. The underground house had a cozy living room with a swinging hammock surrounded by books that was used for professional reading moments, as well as a huge office with impeccable furniture and an incredible play of light where Fernando spent most of his time dedicated to his projects and clients. The architect nicknamed his property Rascafiernos, which means hellscraper in Spanish, the opposite of a skyscraper. Fernando lived with his family and received friends in his unusual house for many years, until 2008 when the architect passed away. Number 5. House on the water. Houses are fixed on wooden stakes and built on lakes or on seashores. These constructions are used for local tourism and attract visitors from all over the world who are enchanted by the architecture and the simplicity of the place. Tour guides report that visitors associate the work with fishermen's houses. The use of strong colors on the walls, well-distributed rooms, and even a garden at the living room door catch the attention of those who visit the place. To access the houses, you must use the boats that are on the slopes, and the arrival to the location is already a beautiful tour. Hey, have you left your like? Have you subscribed to the channel? What do you think about the price of this house? Leave your comment down below with hashtag #top10EVT so we can know what you think about this subject. But keep watching until the end to find out more. Number 6. Hobbit Village. An ecological construction located in Wales, with the purpose of harmoniously occupying architecture with the environment, focusing on the well-being of the inhabitant, adapting the work to the climate and energy use. Most of the materials used are found in the construction site, such as earth, straw, and vegetable fibers. This artisanal way of building is one of the characteristics of this type of construction. The furniture is all handmade and painted with natural paints from nature. Thus, the work integrates the environment without interfering with the local landscape that existed before. This technique is already employed in several countries such as Germany, Mexico, and the United States. Number 7. House on the Plain. A Middle Eastern businessman decided to make his plane a sweet home. The interior of the plane was transformed into a high refined environment. The work took 4 years to complete, and the average cost was $2 million. The architecture became known as the Flying Mansion. The main bedroom was strategically located in the nose of the aircraft, which was considered a quieter place by the owner. In addition to bedrooms, the Flying Mansion is composed of a dining room on the second floor, a game room, a children's playroom, and a living room with a beautiful round table for family mealtime. Number 8. Treehouse. Who has never dreamed of a treehouse in their childhood? Those we watched in movies and cartoons. If you thought this was just for kids, you are very wrong. The British company Blue Forest is responsible for building this wonderful and luxurious treehouse. Its rooms are spacious and have a very tasteful decoration, rich in luxurious details. Do you still think this is just for kids? I don't think so. The owner spent €250 to make her dream and her daughters come true. This game became quite expensive, my people. Number 9. Floating house. You can find this architecture in the state of Sao Paulo, more specifically in Joanópolis, handcrafted with reforestation wood and using solar energy. Its decoration draws attention to the distribution of furniture and lights, bringing sophistication and beauty to the environment. The house is composed of 2 bedrooms, a living room, kitchen, and a leisure area. This type of housing is an option for pandemic times because it is far from large human crowds, which sparks the interest of those who want to travel and maintain social distancing. This type of architecture can also be found in Portugal, the United States, and Canada, where they are on islands and away from major cities. Number 10. House inside a school bus. A school bus owner, widowed and childless, decides to retire and turn his work instrument into his home and travels the world, visiting various places. The Canadian invested in a project that turned his bus into a beautiful mobile home, as he likes to say. The architecture was somewhat unusual, but there was no shortage of sophistication in the furniture and a good choice of lighting that has an incredible play of lights. But what impressed the most was a hot tub and always a good champagne on the side, the ex-school bus driver's favorite drink.
E teve boatos que eu ainda estava na pior.
What would you like to see in the next video? Please comment below. Leave your like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet, because your contribution is very important to us. Take the opportunity to share this video and leave a comment with #top10EVT. Deal? Check out these super interesting videos about incredible things that are appearing here on the screen. If you're on your phone, these videos may not appear on the screen, but their links are down below in the description of this video. Click on one of them and enjoy.